Hello, 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 hello. Oh my God, it's Sunday. God, last night was so much fun. Concrete really took a lot out of me. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a good Sunday, good weekend, or the weekend you want to have, or at least the one you need to have. If you're going to be following along, as usual, make sure you have some water, you have a mat or a safe spot on the floor that has some grip, and a towel nearby, something to protect your knees. Today's class is going to be pretty gentle, nothing too intense. It's a recovery kind of day. Need some energy, something to build up and bring into the week. So yeah. Whatever you were doing before practice, whatever you're doing before now, come into this space and start in a seat. Once you get comfortable, you can take a second here to just settle in. Put the outside world off to the side for now, as much as you can. It will always try and influence and sneak its way in. That's okay. This is your time to just be here, do your practice, do something for you, enrich yourself. As usual with my classes, anything that I'm demonstrating, if it is too difficult, or you're feeling a different pose, or you're feeling a different way to explore your poses, this is ultimately just some ideas and guidance that I give. But your practice will ultimately be your own. So if you want something that I'm not offering, you're welcome to explore that too. Kind of foundational to my yoga philosophy. Each of our practices are our own, each of our journeys are our own. We come together to support each other, encourage each other, teach each other. But ideally, and over time, just building a nice strong foundation that you feel comfortable coming back to. And that helps you kind of enrich your life. It makes you feel like you've done some good for you that you deserved. So, that being said, now that we've gotten a minute here to just settle in, we are going to start today building up quite a bit of heat fairly quickly. And then we're going to take that heat into some reclined and seated and tabletop postures, a lot closer to the ground today. We'll call it a grounding practice, as we're getting close to the ground. So to begin with, come up to standing. Sit down at the front of your mat, feet hips width apart, and we'll come into our usual mountain pose. Feet planted firmly down, heels stacked under knees, stacked under hips. Feel all four corners of the feet press in. That's both the left and right side of the ball of the foot, the left and right side of the heel. I like to lift up on my toes to really emphasize that flat part of the foot pressing down. Also a good thing to help with your balance over time. Inner edges of the foot, inner arches, parallel to each other. And then we lift up on the kneecaps, slight tuck of the tailbone, rib cage down, shoulders start up, then pull back, then drop down, palms forward, chin ever so slightly tucked for a straight long spine. Squeeze through the core and breathe. Starting off practice, coming into your mountain pose. Welcoming yourself into the space. Feeling tall and strong, rooted to the earth. Good. And then from the top of the mat, we'll start with a deep breath in, arms reach out and up overhead. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms out and up. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale with a hinge at the hips, bend in the knees. Hold, down. Hinging fully at the hips, letting the belly rest on top of the thighs, bringing the palms down towards the floor. If you can't get all the way down there, like you're really tight in the hamstrings, stop where your hamstrings tell you to stop. Let the spine go as much as it will. Relax the head, release the neck. Measure yourself against your own practice, not against mine. Our practices are our own. On an inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the spine, press the palms against the shins, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach out and up, squeeze through the glutes as you lift. And exhale back to center to our mountain pose. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, palms against the shins, straight legs, straight spine. Plant the palms down. Exhale, step one foot back and then the other. Come into our tabletop posture. And let's begin to warm up the spine. Start with some cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly down, lift the ribs up, the gaze, lift the hips. Exhale, arch through the back, pressing the ribs up, spine up, tailbone tucked, gaze down, pushing down firmly through the palms. Inhale, belly drop, tailbone up, gaze lift. Exhale, arch. Taking about 3 or 4 seconds for each breath in and each breath out, continuing at your pace. Finding some movement in each vertebrae, ever so slightly. Finishing the round that you are on now, and return back to a neutral spine. Gaze down. The inhale will step the right foot forward, coming down to this low lunge. Push through the right foot as you lift the ribs up. Gaze forward, palms forward, breathe. Our low lunge as we exhale, guide the hips down, keeping the chest upright until you feel a stretch along the left hip flexor. Keeping the hips as square to the front of the mat as we can before we drop down. Untuck the back toes. You can keep them tucked if you need to for some stability, up to you. Depends on where your balance is at today. Let's inhale, reach the arms forward and up overhead. Palms pressed together as we exhale, twisting to the right. Elbow against the knee. Twist. Palms pressed against each other. Feel the squeeze in the right glute as the elbow and the knee press against each other, creating this contrasting energy. You can stay here, you can open up the ribs wide to the side, up to you. On an exhale, unwind, frame front foot. Guide the hips back, keeping the front leg down, the heel down, straighten out that leg, half split. On a breath in, reach and extend through the spine with a bent knee. On an exhale, lean forward through the ribs first, not through the head first. And feel that stretch in the hamstring. Very good. You can make this pose more active by engaging through the heel of the front foot and then pulling it towards the body. Feel that engagement in the hamstrings. So we're engaging and stretching at the same time. Active movement, warming the body. On an inhale, shift the weight forward. Now as you exhale, swing the back leg across 90 degrees. Press up against the front knee. Turn to face the left side of the mat. Inhale the arms out and up overhead. And as you exhale, lean off to the side. Bring the left hand down towards the floor. You can stay here with both arms straight in a T. Can reach forward through that upper arm and the bicep by the ear. And also reach outward through the front foot. Once you settle in, engage through the glute. Breathe. With the front foot bent, we'll come back upright once more. Twist, unravel. Palms come down, frame the front foot. Step it back. And return to that tabletop. On an inhale, step. Now the left foot forward. Exhale as you push through the front foot. Frame the hips to the front of the mat. Palms forward, chest up. Breath in. And exhale, guide the hip down towards the mat. Again, trying to keep both hip bones square, front of the mat, not letting them arch against each other or open wide. Hold them in as if you're trying to press both your thighs towards each other. Let the muscles be long and strong. Good, good, good. Inhale the arms out and up overhead, palms together. As we exhale, twist off to the left. Bring that right elbow against the left knee and twist to the left. Again, you can stay here, you can open the arms wide, open the chest to the side. Up to you. Just find that balance. frame the front foot. Exhale, twist. Right foot out to the side. Push down through the left. Come upright, facing now the right side of your mat. Inhale, both arms out and up overhead. And as you exhale, fall away to the right. Right hand comes down to the floor, opening up the arms in a T. And again, we have some options. You can reach that left arm over by the ear. Stay up. And try straightening out. Front leg. There's like a muscle in my hip that this one really targets. That's pretty weak and needs some attention. I'm not sure which one that is. And wherever you are, we'll bend the front knee, come upright, turn to the front of the mat, frame the foot, unravel the back leg, and same thing as before as we exhale, straightening out the front leg, staying on the heel of it, let the toes come up, drive the hips back, half split, inhale straight back, reach out through the chest as you exhale, and fold. And again, you can just do this passive stretch, or you can engage through the left hamstring by pulling that heel, pressing that heel into the floor and pulling it towards the body. And to activate those hamstring muscles. Get some blood flowing through them. On an inhale, shift the weight forward. Plant the palms as you exhale. Step front foot to the back. Come to our high plank. Deep breath in. Engage through the core. Heels drive away from the body. Head points forward. As we exhale, bend the elbows. Let the elbows track next to the body until they come down to 90 degrees. Chaturanga. Inhale, push down through the palms, straight spine, let the belly drop for our upward dog. As you exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back, straight legs, straight arms, downward facing dog. In our down dog, still trying to get that 90 degrees. You might have to lead the hips forward, tilt the hips forward rather. Press down firmly through the palms. Try not to let the shoulders bunch up by the ears. Energetically pushing those heels towards the floor. Don't need to straighten out the back legs. And we'll inhale, lift the right leg straight back. Exhale, bend the knee and open the hips to the left. Three-legged dog. Shoulders stay square to the front of the mat. Take a breath in, center the hips. Exhale, come through our high plank with knee to elbow. Inhale back through three-legged dog. Exhale, knee through center. Inhale, three-legged dog once more. Exhale, knee to the opposite elbow. Inhale, our three-legged dog. Exhale the foot down. Drop the knees. Set the hips back. Arms forward. Child's pose. Give your shoulders a break. Child's pose stretch here is a little too intense as well. You can also flip the palms over and bring them over to your feet. Resting at your sides. And one more round, building up our heat. And make our way back up to our tabletop. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, tuck the toes, lift the knees up off the floor, high plank. Breathe in. Exhale, bend elbows, lower down. Inhale, straighten the arms, drop the core, upward dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, hips up and back, down dog. Plant down through the right foot. Inhale the left leg straight up behind. As you exhale, bend the knee, open the hip to the side, shoulders stay squared forward. Breathe through three-legged dog. Inhale, reach and extend through that leg. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale back through three-legged dog. Exhale, knee through center. Inhale, three-legged once more. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow. Inhale, reach, extend. Exhale, through down dog. Drop the knees, and again, child's pose. That was good. Rest in your child's pose. Relax the arms, relax the head. Good. Now from our child's pose, we'll come up to our tabletop. And we're going to turn to face the side of the mat. Knees start out together. And begin to walk the knees open, turning the ankles out so the sides, the inside edges of the feet are pointing towards the floor, outside edges towards the ceiling. And walk the knees out just as far as is comfortable here. You might be able to go further as we settle into the pose. And once you're settled up here, take a breath in. As you exhale, walk the fingers forward, bring the elbows down towards the floor, palms face down. Frog pose. And again, you can adjust. We're going to be here for a bit. You can adjust your knees if they need to come closer to each other or if they can go further apart comfortably without hurting your groin. Really pay attention to the stretch in the groin. You don't want to overstretch there. Very easy to accidentally pull something. Lord knows I have, and learn that lesson through practice. It's not fun. Better to be patient and let change come over time. You can make this pose more active by tucking the tail under and squeezing through the glutes. And you're welcome to stay just reclined in this pose. Or one more technique we can do is we can glide forward. Keep our elbows and knees down stationary. Glide forward and back. Getting some real deep movement in that hip joint. Opening up space. It's a very subtle movement. Inhaling as we go forward. Exhaling as we guide back. Inhaling forward. Exhaling, guide back. Very good. Now, wherever you're at, bring the heels closer together as you begin to walk the hands back and lift your body upright. First the heels together, then we shift the hips back so that we can bring the knees a little closer together. A bit wider. So tuck the toes behind you. Feet are off to the sides of the hips. Knees are open wider than the hips. Take a breath in. And as we exhale, come on to the bottoms of the feet for a nice, deep yogi squat. Now, with your hips a little more open from that frog posture, maybe you'll find your way here easier. Guiding the heels towards the floor. If you have to make any adjustments, it's okay if the heels don't reach the floor. There's some limits through the calves and the ankle. Some bodies might actually just not be able to make it at all. And that's okay. There are hard limits that come with having bones after all. But we can do our best to work towards that low squat. Once you're settled in, press the elbows against the inside of the knees, knees against the elbows, palms together. And deep squat. Good, and we'll bring the fingertips down to the floor. Shift the weight over to the left as you straighten the right leg out to the side. Come onto the ball of the left foot. And again, just settling in this low squat posture. Stretching through the groin, a little bit through the hamstrings, to the hip adductors of the hamstring. Rolling that foot open wide to the side. And bring her back in. Shift the weight over to the right. Left foot goes out. There's a nice pop. Got my hip to pop finally. Really was holding out today on me. Good, and we'll bring it back together. Let's come over on the side of the hip and bring the feet out in front of us. Very good. We'll start with some straight legs. Legs as straight as you can comfortably get them out in front of you. Feel the tailbone tilt forward, squeeze through the core, chest tall. Inhale, reach, arms out and up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. As far forward as you can. Once you finally find that you can't hinge anymore without the rest of the spine beginning to bend, bring the arms down, and then release and fold over your legs. Hands can be by your sides. You can reach for the feet, go for it. Good. On an inhale, walk the fingers back towards the body, upright. And then from here, let's bend the right knee, bring it in towards the chest. Wrap the elbow around the right knee as you pull it in, and take hold below it as well with your left hand. Bring that knee in towards the chest. Feel the bony bits of your hips connected to the floor. We'll lift the right foot up and over the knee, across the body. Reach forward with that left arm. Bend the elbow around the shin and draw it up towards you. Essentially in a seated figure four. And we're going to transition from here to a reclined figure four. To do so, we'll rest the outside edge of the right foot up against the knee, just above the knee of the left leg. Let the knee of the right leg open to the side. Bend as you fall backwards. Bend the left knee. And begin to lower down towards the floor. Once you get down there, lift that left foot off the ground as well. Reach through the legs and take hold behind the left thigh. Pull it in towards you. On your next exhale, we'll draw that right knee in closer. Bring the left in to meet it. Do a little rock on the spine. Eventually kicking your way up back to our seat. And we'll switch to the other side. Bend now through the left leg at the foot. Wrap the left elbow around the knee. Take hold of the shin. Right hand. Lift and bring left foot over. Reach forward with the right arm and wrap it. Elbow around the shin. As you exhale, draw knee towards the body. And we'll transition once more to our figure four. We bring the outside edge of that left heel just above the knee of the right leg. Begin to bend the right leg as you lower slow down towards the floor. Draw that knee in towards the chest. Reach through and take hold of the thigh. And relax. Settle into the posture. On your exhale, we'll lower it down to the floor. Let's bring both knees now up towards you. Draw them in. Just roll around in the spine for a bit. Bring the soles of the feet together, let the knees open wide as you lower the feet down to the floor and release, reclined butterfly. Been a pretty dang good practice so far. Give yourself some recognition. If you do need some water, now's a good time to grab some. We're going to transition into our Shavasana here. Straightening the legs out in front of you, opening the heels about the width of the mat, letting the top of the palms rest against the floor, arms in an A pose, base of the skull resting on the floor. Great work. The base of the skull connect. Use that connection to let the chin tuck ever so slightly. And then head to toe. Find anywhere you're holding tension, anywhere the body's still active, and let it release. Let it go, fully melting away into the floor. You're welcome to let the eyes close and settle in for the meditative portion practice. Feeling some energy and intensity still in the head from all the work that we've done. Let all that go as you breathe slow and deep, using the breath to help slow the body back down. And feel all that hard work, all your muscles that are tense. Release, relax. All that hard work starting to sink in as they repair themselves and prepare for your next practice or whatever else you have to do. And the eyes closed. We'll take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And open wide mouth and sigh. Let it go. Again, in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Open mouth, sigh. Last time, in 4, 3, 2, 1. Open mouth, sigh. settle in. We'll be here for a couple minutes. You're ever distracted, you're ever feeling overwhelmed, and just start thinking about your breathing, focusing on your breath. Feel the sensation of expansion through the body as you breathe in, that sense of release as you let go. You've worked really hard today. You deserve some rest. Thank you again for coming today. And let's begin to make our way back upright. First, introducing small bits of movement through the toes or the fingers, rolling the wrists or the ankles, letting the head slowly fall from side to side, getting some movement back through the neck. Reach and extend the arms up overhead, point the toes. And as we exhale, we can shift through a little fetal pose. Bend the knees, come over to the side. Relax, take your time. Ready, begin to push yourself upright and join us in a seat. And let the eyes flutter open. And we'll bring the palms together in front of the heart. Take a deep breath together in. And exhale and let your practice go. Thank you today for your time. Thank yourself for the effort you put in. Get some water, get some food, refuel. Hopefully this was beneficial. Good job practicing today. Enjoying the rest of your Sunday. Hope you can bring some of this energy with you into the week. And thank you once again. I'll be back for meditation tomorrow, but that'll be in VR only. The usual time. You can always join the group if you're curious and want to come attend a class. Getting back to our scheduled stream, I believe on Thursday, for more yoga. But that's all for now. Goodbye. Thanks for coming. Take care. Go with some peace of mind.